Hello. So today I want to talk to you about your exit strategy. I always tell my students to plan ahead as to what their exit strategy is. And my exit strategy here with this particular house was to just do a light fixture and to go ahead and put that back on the market. I mean, there's always time to do a heavy fixture, right? And if you have to do a heavy fixture, then you go ahead and do so. But some properties permit for you to just do light repairs and then move that along. Also want to talk to you about preservation. You know, there's a lot of things that older homes have that newer houses don't. And we have to look at those details and see what it is that we can preserve and that people can appreciate. Maybe somebody that might buy a house today might not be able to appreciate them if their condition isn't that hot. But, so we'll talk about that in a second. So anyways, take a look at the ceilings here. I think that's really interesting how this house has these beautiful wood ceilings throughout the entire house. It may not be your style, and it may be, but it will attract somebody's attention. If you wanted to build a house with that today, that would be a lot more expensive than to just install drywall. So that's something to look at. Some of the other things that I want to talk to you about are the hardwood floors. These floors are very beautiful and they're very valuable and they're very expensive. And as you can tell by the floors here, these are original, wood floors from like the 20s. They don't make hardwood like this anymore. So that's always sort of cool to be able to preserve. But where we have to do and make a couple of changes, we will. For example, here I have the windows. The windows I did choose to replace because the windows that were here were just completely just shot, bad, terrible condition. I usually love to preserve older windows, but in this case it wasn't possible, so I went and installed some new windows. There's a couple of things that I want to do. An idea that I have is I have a door here who, really, these metal doors are unattractive. This here is, Home Depot material, which isn't special in any way. But I love to preserve and give these older homes a lot of character and even add character that they don't yet have. This house has a lot of character. I've talked about, floors and ceiling, things like that. But what I want to do is add an antique door here, and there are salvage yards that I can pick these doors up and just sand them down, have them sanded down and stain them. They're beautiful. People love that. So show you a couple of other things. Just again, in terms of your exit strategy, my exit strategy here is to preserve as much as I can, keep the cost down as much as I can, and not do a heavy rehab, do a light rehab, and then just add a couple of details that would really beautify the house. Okay. So this is the bathroom here. We're not doing a lot to the bathroom except some paint. But what I want to talk to you about is this here. This is the work of a refinisher, a reglazer. It's one of the tricks that we have in this trade is to be able to have our bathtubs and our bathrooms reglazed, and we're so happy to do that because we save on a lot of the cost of plumbing. Okay, so what we did is we hired a reglazer, and he came in, and you should have seen his face. It was horrible. It was just absolutely just terrible. He came in, cleaned this up, and reglazed it, and made it brand new. And I'll kind of show you here. And it's something that we've been doing for years, and it just really cuts our costs down. Why? Because the exit strategy with this property is to really keep the cost down as much as possible. This market is currently really hot. We went from a hot market to a down market to a hot market all over again, and it's not that difficult to move properties. This property is situated in a part of Los Angeles that's really in high demand, so I don't really have to add more money than I have to on this particular house. Okay, here we have a bedroom that I actually chose to put a little bit more work into it, and we re-drywalled the ceiling. I wish I had more pictures of it, and I should upload some. But it was just bad, and so we put new drywall, and that's it. Painted it, and that's it. Doesn't need a lot of work. And so again, think about your exit strategies. Think about these things before you buy that house, so that you have that already in mind. And so this house is going exactly according to plan. Light fixture, put it on the market, and I'll keep you posted on what the sale looks like. But think about your exit strategies.
I'll see you.